behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time once again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up in just a moment. But before we get into that, I just want to let everybody know, as you can see in front of your screen there, this is episode 600. And it's kind of a milestone here at Palm Mash TV. And I want to thank you all for making this show such a great success and watching it every episode. And we appreciate you. And if you like the show, you can always subscribe and hit the bell here on YouTube, and you'll always get the latest interviews whenever they're available. And you could use the comment section, let us know what you think. If you're on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/PalmMashTV, and you can like the page, inboxes, comment what you see there. We'd love to hear from you there. And we'd also love to hear from you in email. It's palmmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And it's not just for bands and solo artists who want to be on the show, but if you're just simply a fan and want to talk to us, you can use that as well. We'd love to talk to you there. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. For the 5th time on our show, we have Sabrina Fallah from Ottowa, Ontario, Canada. And she's got a lot to say this time. It's a lot of updates and things, so I'm sure you're going to love it. So we'll be back with that interview in just a moment, but first, here's Click Jam. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, as promised, here's the interview time, and with us for the 5th time on our show, we have Sabrina Fallah. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, it's amazing, and of course she's from Ottowa, Ontario, Canada. I forgot to mention that, but we always enjoy having you on the show, and you're always welcome back anytime, obviously.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, because it's been about 4 months since you were on the show last time. I'm sure you got a lot to talk about. So tell us what's been on your mind since then.
Well, a lot of radio stuff, mainstream. This year, actually, I got the opportunity to co-host with Brian Sullivan on WVLQ 12:30 a.m. Actually, he interviewed me last year on Halloween, but this year he's like, do you want to join me on the air? And I'm like, sure, let's do it. So every Saturday, if you follow my social media accounts, I post it every time I'm on, and it's at 6 a.m. So you're going to be up early for that. And then just recently, I got on a classic rock station, Kent County Classic Rock I-105.5 FM. DJ Gadget got me on that station because of Crazy Chris accepted me. So yeah, Crazy Chris is the boss. So everything goes through him, and then DJ Gadget plays it. So yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you have been doing a lot these last few months since we were on the show last. So have you had a chance to get anything opened up to where you can do some gigs again, or is it just pretty much?
Things are slowly opening, but I don't think like the performance, the festivals, I don't see it being open here. In the States, it's open, but the borders are not even open yet here. So it seems to be a bit quiet, but hopefully soon. But if there's any, but I am doing interviews soon that I'm going to be posting up that I am performing during the interview. So I'm doing like virtual concerts, but other than that, going outside and doing it in front of people, not yet. But hopefully by next year, definitely, because now it's going to get to fall, then it's going to get to winter, so it's going to get colder, and you don't know what happens. Like, we haven't fully opened up yet. We are open, but not like completely to the point where you can't wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we still have to wear masks, even going inside. All the malls and restaurants are open, but the malls you can go in, but restaurants, there's still a limit of how many people can go inside. So yeah, but I do go to restaurants, but I sit outside. I don't go inside. And I haven't been to a mall yet because uh I have problems wearing masks, especially inside. It's so hot and you're wearing the mask. Eh, I'll wait. I'll wait. I've been waiting long enough anyway with this pandemic. I can wait a bit longer for things to open up more, but
Oh,
I don't even need to go to a mall right now anyway. So
oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's good that you're doing the virtual thing. I mean, that's just as good as, it's better than nothing, I guess. I know a lot of my musical friends are doing the virtual thing as well. So,
yeah, like I wasn't a big fan of it because it's so weird looking at your phone or your camera and singing in front of it. And I'm like, just sing the best you can and imagine the crowd. But I feel so much better in front of an audience. But now I was forced to do it this way, and now I know how to do it, right? So now if I have to do this again for something else, I've done it. So I faced it's not a fear, but I faced it. So now somebody says, can you do this for me? Yeah, I've done it. So I know exactly how to do it because it's not every day you're singing to a camera, to your phone.
yeah.
You're always on the stage traveling outside, but it's good. Now it's like I'm used to it now because the whole year and a half you're doing everything, it was online. So
Okay. Well, obviously, I'm used to it because this is episode 600, so it's kind of a milestone for me. So, um,
uh,
is that about all you got going on? Is there anything else important you want to talk about?
well, I oh uh well, for the classic rock, the Kent County Classic Rock I 105.5 FM is the first station to actually give me a chance to be played on a classic rock station, knowing that classic rock stations don't always accept or play up and coming new artists.
Mhm.
And because my music is influenced by 80s, 90s rock, they have found a couple of my songs that fit enough to be played. So thank you to DJ Gadget and Crazy Chris for giving me that chance. And Brian, DJ Gadget, and Chris are on 3 stations: 96.7 The Buzz, the classic station, and WBLQ 1230 AM. So they're like brother sister stations. They're all connected. So I met DJ Gadget on 96.7 The Buzz. Then I met Brian on the WBLQ. And then I didn't know they were a part of the classic when I contacted them. So it's like, oh, it's a nice, happy family. They're very nice people. And I hope to, when the borders open up, I hope to drive down there and meet them, go into the studio, and you never know, I might even perform, do an interview. It'll be nice to be face to face in the studio room, the radio. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. And like I said, it's good that you're still keeping yourself busy, and that's what it's all about, anyway. Um,
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing I thought about when the pandemic started is even though you can't go out, you can always think of things to do indoors. So would be songwriting, practicing, virtual concerts, still contact stations, and keep yourself up to date. Don't stay quiet and say, I don't know what to do. Because the minute you're quiet, people can't forget you.
that,
You
that
you
is
always have to keep. I try to post something every day just so people remember my name. And I don't just post music. I post squirrels and desserts and food. I everything. So it's not just music, right?
Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good to do too, I guess.
Yeah, well,
a little bit of everything, you know. So.
you don't want to throw all music. You want to post different things so people can see in your life what you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we're going to watch that video for you in just a moment here. Why don't you tell us the name of the song, and if there's a story behind it, we'd love to hear it.
So it's my song Ask, and the reason Ask was released in 2012 on my first EP, Sabrina Fallah, self-titled, and I recorded that song in England with Stuart Epps. And the reason I chose this song to play is because this was the first song that was played on Kent County Classic Rock I-105.5 FM, and that's DJ Gadget's favorite song of mine, and that's the first song she decided to put on the air. So that's why I decided, why not put in the video the first song she aired on the station for me. And Ask is about not being afraid to ask for help in life.
Right.
But just remember, when you ask for help, make sure it's somebody you trust. Don't just ask anyone. Make sure it's the person that you believe is going to help you in that situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is good advice there, Sabrina. And we'll be watching that in a moment, as I said. But thanks again for coming on, Sabrina. We enjoyed talking to you again.
And I'll be back.
As I said earlier, yeah, I was just going to say that as before, we'll be glad to have you on a sixth time. So
yeah, and hopefully the next time I come on, I have some new music.
Okay, well, we'll be looking forward to that, Sabrina. And here it is, Asked by Sabrina Fallah, right here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
You whom you hire on the verge of what you want to do. Your feet the fence they're on is new. Where do you land? Apprehension, not to mention you're a ball of nerves that can't relax. The fireworks way out of hand. Pace the floor, flip a coin, take a breath and see the signs over the rest of what you haven't done. Brace yourself, let it in, let it smash against your skin as you stand, waiting for the plan. Ask for help, for more direction, the man, the stars, a million questions, and ask for more, ask forgiveness, ask yourself if you're still in this. Coming in last, all you gotta do is ask. Coming in last, all you gotta do is ask. Frantic fluster on the bus, there's someone staring back. Irritation, aggravation in my head. Pins and needles, almost lethal, like a heart attack. When I crash, the cars that pass leave me for dead. Pace the floor, flip a coin, take a breath and see the signs over the rest of what you haven't done. Brace yourself, let it in, let it smash against your skin as you stand, waiting for the plan. Ask for help, for more direction, the moon, the stars, a million questions, and ask for more, ask forgiveness, ask yourself if you're still in this. Coming in last, all you gotta do is ask. Coming in last, all you gotta do is